I think this is marvellous. In the same way, if you recall, that I thought that Chinese city location was marvellous. I just love being invited into people's homes, and this is what this is. It's remarkable in that it's ordinary. It's a celebration of the ordinary. There's no other sound other than the sound of birds chirruping that sort of suggests the ordinary, is there? It's a great way. This is just somebody's home that we're walking around in, a representation of their home. But it's so lovely. You could almost say it was banal. But as most of us know, banality doesn't really exist. There's very few things in life that are truly banal. Banality exists only in the mind of someone who lacks imagination. That's what banality truly is. This is not. This is, I mean, look at that sink. It's just the ordinariness of it makes it fantastic. It's just great. And wait till I get outside. Oh, I love the outside. I've walked around the countryside all my life. I've been to this house. I've seen the setting this house is in. I've seen the gate at the front of this house. I've seen the road at the front of this house. I have passed this house 1,000,000 times. 1,000,000 times, and I've looked through that gate or through the cracks in the fencing or the hedgerow, and I've wondered what it was like to be in that house. And here I am, in that house. But look at that wall, pebble-dashed wall. That is ordinary. A pebble-dashed wall. And look at that scenery. Just a few hills, nothing extraordinary, but extraordinary because of that. That single crow sound. This is absolutely beautiful. I love this. Ah, look at that. I want to go out there. I want to go out there and go on walking. This makes me want to walk again. Telegraph poles with telegraph wires. Fantastic. Fantastic. There's that gate I've seen 1,000,000 times. There's the road I've seen 1,000,000 times. We've got a little rabbit here. Not doing much. But look at that. Look at that for ordinary. Isn't that just wonderful? Washing on the line. Ah. Washing on the line. Life is here. Nothing says more than life is still here than washing on the line. If people can be bothered to wash their clothes still, then it can't be too harsh a time. Dignity is the first thing to go in terrible times. So this is a nice, dignified, honest, beautiful look at an ordinary home. Wonderful. This I've included. It's fantastic, but for a couple of things. For some reason the controls keep getting stuck. For some reason, I don't know what it is. Sometimes you just won't walk forward. You get stuck. And if there was a case that I keep repeating about pushing that fog back, it's this. When you get square geometry like this, that fog that paints the look, the way it bleeds through the background. Yeah, look, I'm stuck here, I can't move. I have to jump to get moving. But when it's geometry like this, oh, that paint look destroys it. See how I got stuck there as well. And I'm stuck there. I keep looking at controls in case I'm doing something wrong. But it's got so much. It's got prospects. That's why I've included it. Just to sort those two things out. Push that fog back. Get rid of it. Get rid of that fog. It destroys the aesthetic of this level. Ruins it. And sort that mechanic out. I don't know what it is that's wrong with it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, I like this. It was well done. I like that too. Smashing into confetti. Yeah, and he started. For some reason, started moving over to one side there, drifting by himself. Yeah, that needs sorting out. You need to sort that out. That's going to stop people playing it. In fact, I would. You can't unpublish so, can you? Oh, it's stupid, isn't it? Can you make them unavailable? Because the more people that play this while it's broken, the less likely people are going to come back and play it again. So if you can, I'd block it until you've sorted that character out. But other than that, I mean, I like it. You're onto something here. It's simple, but it's effective. It's just those two things. And this I included because Bender Rodriguez is rapidly becoming one of my favourite creators. I'd sooner have auto possess, and I'd sooner turn puppeteering off. But look at this. If you want to know how to put levels together, the best approach is to putting levels together. Just go to Bender Rodriguez and check his levels out. It's not fussy. He's not overdoing it. He's got a lovely minimalistic approach to things. But look at that imagery. The way he's used lighting and the way he's placed things. It's wonderfully done. You've basically got, what have you got there? You've got grey, you've got orange, and you've got green. That's basically all you got, hasn't it? Well, you could say white. I'd say orange is the highlight colour, isn't it? But it's marvellous. And again, you know, the music. Excellent choice with the music. I think he's done this just for fun. But, yeah. Had to be included just because it's just epic. There's screenshots everywhere. I learned so much by just playing his levels. I know that's what I do all the time. I ask myself, why does this level look better than this level? What is it this creator's doing that this creator isn't? Why does this look messier than this? What is it about this that makes me feel as if I'm playing a game rather than walking around an empty environment? What is it? And I'm always asking myself those questions. Always. Why does this look better? Eventually an answer will present itself if you keep asking. But that's wonderful. This is a very short clip. I liked it. Again, a few things to iron out. But I included it because it's got prospect. I'm not sure about this initial puzzle. There was no clue. Just seemed arbitrary. I had to whip them in a certain order. There's no indication that that's the order I've got to do them in. It's got that paper look. It's a really small environment. I just liked the aesthetic of it. I liked the way they've done the floor, the character and everything. Like I said, still a few things to iron out. I don't know why you have to repossess at that point. On the point of repossession, why do we have to repossess? Think about this. If you make a game with a character, why do we have to possess the character to use it? Why can't we just put a controllable character chip on the character and that's it? No more possession necessary. This is now effectively the imp. The character now gets controlled without having to be possessed. What? I just don't understand it. I don't understand why we can't have that. This is included because the fog needs pushing right back. It's interfering with the effect they've used. Big time. I mean, this effect shows it up even worse. But the further away from the edges you get, the less you can see. That I would push the fog right back and turn that effect down a bit. But other than that, it's marvellous look. It's just ruined. It's ruined because you already get distortion and movement in the imagery because of the effect, and the fog just makes it even worse. Plus, you couldn't quite make out what things were. You couldn't make out where you should be going and where you shouldn't be going. Where was the game boundary and where was the actual just scenery? I couldn't tell whether I was just walking on the scenery or whether it was actually part of the game I was playing. I couldn't figure it out. There's no visual clues. The fog seeps through everything. Is that pasteurised by any chance? Posterised? Pasteurised. Yeah, pasteurised is Mario, isn't it? That's milking. Milking a franchise will be called pasteurised. Posterised. But yeah, look at the way it's look at the fog, the way it interferes with it even more when you've got posterised on it. Push that fog right back. Turn that posterised down a little bit, you'll still have that effect you want. But it'll look marvellous. And maybe, just maybe, be able to see what you're doing. I hadn't a clue. I've got a shovel. So what do I do with the shovel? I couldn't even figure out where I was meant to be going, where I could go and where I couldn't go. In the end I go wandering over here and I think, have I gone off the beaten track? Is this part of the game, or is this just something I'm walking over? Because I can't, the geometry it's not that painterly look makes all the geometry feel the same. There was no sense this is a pathway, so I wasn't sure at all whether I was meant to be here or not. I go walking this way and I think, am I supposed to go this way? Am I supposed to go round and dig a hole at the back? I look up there and I walk up here a bit and I think, no, I'm not supposed to be going up here, am I? This isn't part of the game. Yeah, it's not only until you get to there you realise, no, that's not part of the game. But if you had a visual clue, a proper visual clue, you'd be able to work that out pretty rapidly. Yeah, just turn this posterized look right down. Keep it so you still got the taste of it, and push that fog back to 10,000. Get that horrible fog out of there. Let's get rid of it. It'd be awesome. You can't jump. I like the aesthetic of it. I like that little eye, for instance. It's cool. But I just got lost. Still great though. Go and play it. Still great. It's just that, I don't know. I just included a couple that I was going to give them my feedback. But yeah. Very well. Turtle Pip. Au revoir. And all that good stuff. See you everyone. Thanks for watching.